Hi, welcome to Walk and Talk. My name is Dan and I like to field test affordable watches. Today we're looking at the Islander Port Jefferson ISL-297. It's the brand's take on a vintage skin diver. If you're consuming watch content on YouTube, you've likely come across Mark's Long Island Watch channel. He launched the brand in 2019 in the wake of Seiko's discontinuation of the SKX, offering an up-spec homage to that piece. Since then, Islander has developed a varied catalog with several original designs. Prioritizing specs and value for money, Islander offers an alternative to Chinese factory brands. The Port Jefferson definitely packs a lot of specs into a competitively priced package. Let's go over dimensions briefly. The case diameter is 40 millimeters. It has a height of only 12 millimeters, 47 on the lug-to-lug, 20 millimeters between the lugs, and a weight of 150 grams on the supplied bracelet. It features a single-domed sapphire crystal with inner anti-reflective coating, a screw-down crown and case back for 150 meters of water resistance, and a 120-click bezel with a loomed ceramic insert. Inside beats the premium Miyota 9015 at 8 ticks per second for a smooth sweep. It hacks and hand winds and offers 40 hours of power reserve. The design is reminiscent of vintage skin divers with a slim case and unguarded crown. The case design to me is Tudor Black Bay adjacent without being a direct homage. It's nicely finished, mostly brushed, but with a high polished chamfer, which is a nice touch. The case back is embossed with the Islander lighthouse. The dial is a flat navy blue. It might have been nice to have something more interesting like some texture or sunburst effect, but there are other watches in their catalog that do more with the dials if that's your thing. The lume on this watch is also very impressive, featuring BGW9 Super Luminova. It features simple baton indices and stick handset, which make for a very legible dial. The divisive Islander logo sits above the pinion, and the simple text automatic and 150 meters below the pinion. There's a color-matched date wheel at 6 to maintain symmetry. Overall, I really like the design of this watch. The thinness, the unguarded crown, and the case size are aspects I really appreciate. The provided beads of rice bracelet is comfortable. It's not a true beads of rice bracelet insofar as the center link is a single piece, but at the sub $500 price, that's perfectly acceptable. Having said all this, it's not a perfect watch. As I mentioned, I wish the dial had a bit more visual interest. Also on my example, the date alignment is slightly off-center, which can be a little bit annoying if you have any sort of OCD tendencies. Also, the clasp is a bit unrefined. The milled scissor is fine, but the pressed upper with the fold-over feels a bit cheap and dated. Islander is capable of doing more refined clasps, so it's a little bit disappointing here. Finally, the bezel action on my example is also a bit stiff, and it can be difficult to get a grip on the very fine coin edge, so turning the bezel is a little bit difficult. However, these minor issues do not detract from the overall experience. This watch has almost everything one could ask for on the spec sheet, and has held up very well over the 8 months or so that I've owned it. However, the question I keep coming back to is why don't I wear it more often? Maybe I'm just a sucker for brands with more history and heritage, even if Islander and other micro brands outmatch them on the spec sheet. However, for those more rational than I who are looking to maximize value for money, Islander offers a compelling package. Although they may lack the heritage of legacy brands, they still have a stronger brand identity than many AliExpress alternatives. Thanks for watching. If you have experience with Islander watches, please let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And please remember to like and subscribe for more unsponsored, unbiased content. Thanks for watching.